Alright, so I am I alive? I can't tell. It's reloading. So and it should be working. And there should be a little bit of audio in the background. That's hopefully not too annoying, or too obstructive, or anything like that. Anyway. So, moved live. Looking good, okay. I seem to be properly live, is that recording? Wow, it drops a lot of frames. I need to, oh wait. No, it's alright. Alright, so I'm gonna minimize this, so I'm never gonna hear it again. And you guys are gonna have to, like, rely on my memory for resetting the background audio, but it's fine. Yo. Alrighty, wait, nope, Should be working. Okay. Just gonna put that there so I can see it. And it's time to continue working on this, because we made a decent amount of progress last time, but clearly there's not enough trees here, and that's a big issue. So, if I disable the environment temporarily, I want to make a single asset that holds a ton of trees by itself. So for the 3D scene, then I go mass trees, and then I save mass trees as an SEN prefab in the, I think general would work. And it's just going to be a bunch of tree assets, all just grouped up together. For the sake of dense forest. Now that's what I would call a dense forest. It's like a kind of circular shape. Also, I'm gonna actually take the tree itself and turn the visibility range, like, kind of down. So, like, it ends at, like, I want to say this much. How far is it from the intro? Nah, it's gonna have to fade a little bit earlier, so it's like, whatever this is. 125 sounds good, okay. Same with this. Well, I can't do the same with that. But, they're just gonna fade away. They're gonna pop out of existence after a certain range. And I think they automatically have, like, frustum culling. So if I, like, look away from them, yep, it already works. So mass trees exists. The tent, it's not, I wouldn't consider it too high of a performance draw. Same, maybe the campfire actually. The fireplace, I'll have the visibility range turned to like 100, because it's a really small asset, you're not going to notice it after 100 meters. The Omnilight, we're going to have a distance fade for, I want to say like, Ah. So it's this. I'm gonna make it super bright so I can see it fade away. That is not 40 meters. So it begins fading away. Let's say 30 minutes, 30 units away, and it fades away for 10 units. So it's that far. You could probably make it like... Actually, sure, actually that's fine. And for the GPU particles... I mean, usually like, if they're just not in frame, I like... How do I do this? If I do like the bottom of the box not in frame, it's just not going to render. There, see? Pops out. I don't know if you can see that. But all I need to do is I need to just take that, take the gizmo for the like box area, and just turn that area down by a good amount until it's like just the spire. We'll take this and just center it-ish, move it up. So if you're looking down, it is going. So as long as you should be able to see them, you can see them. But if you shouldn't be able to see them, you can't see them. Ta-da! So you can't look over here and have them still be rendered. That's good. Oh. Visibility range for this should also be like 100. Doesn't need to be 100. Like it'll be gone by there. 100's like pretty far away. We're gonna make it like here. I'll say 60. Mine entrance. God, this is a trouble for another day. Yep, so we got that popping in and out. How are the LODs looking up? Oh no. This isn't a crazy high performance mesh. But a lot of these could get annoying, I don't know. Campfire fireplace LODs? How's that going? Alright, so we're gonna turn that down to like 5. So that, you know, if you're decently far away, it'll be clunky. Tent LODs. I don't think the tent needs any LODs. It's really... Yeah, it's not really high quite enough. The poles, the pillars, what are those looking like? Okay, we're gonna have them set like 0.5. So when they do pop out, that's like far enough. So to like 0.6 just to be safe. Visibility range 100. Is 100 too much? It feels a little bit like too much. Let's go 60. See, that looks pretty. That looks like it works. So I'm just gonna add these back. Now with the world, everything pops out. Will you look at that? And for the sake of density, I'm going to take a lot of these trees, I'm going to delete them, and replace them with the mass trees. Just because they seem to be more efficient when it comes to placing a metric load of trees in like an area without that big of like a performance drop. Like this performance drop ain't too bad. Multi-mesh licensing could work for this. That's what I was originally thinking of, but I need occlusion culling, I need more detail on this stuff. That like, you know, normal like chunky frustum culling won't work. there, put that there, and put this one like here, there. It is kind of hard keeping them all in like the render region, which is good for performance. It means that you can't have the entire map loaded at the same time. But it also means, you know, for testing purposes, you also can't have a horrendous amount of... I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but something this good. Yippee! If I just take a bunch of the trees and then I just down them a little bit so they're not too high up. This is a forest, so obviously it's gonna have a bunch of this stuff happening. If I take the this thing, take it to 64. Oh, hello, what's this? I didn't even notice this one. You need to be a bit further out. A bit rotated. I like this. Alright, something I think I've been needing to add to this character is a GP Particles 3D with a draw pass, with a plane mesh, gradient, standard material, facing Z, with an albedo, gradient 2D, interpolation, fine, fill, radial, 0.5, and 0.5. Take this, make it transparent, take this, make it white, and then do transparency alpha. Then you actually also take the billboard, particle billboard, keep scale. Now it looks too bright, so you take this, bring it in, cubic. It just looks a little bit too much. I'm going to take the resolution, I'm going to turn that to 16 by 16. And then I'm going to make the sampling nearest, so it's like that. But I could make it like this, but like, 0.1. 0.1. Actually, such an insignificantly small value that I think I can half it again. Make it nice and crunchy so it actually looks like a snowflake. Because snowflakes are crunchy. You can't tell me otherwise. And I think I also found the initial displacement value can be turned up by turbulence, so that's pretty cool. If I take the position of the spawn point, make it a sphere, actually make it a box. That's like a 4x4 box. Check it out in front of us. Shape offset, make it 1 higher, so it's always falling from the sky and not from in front of you. Make it 128 particles. Looks at the camera, start doing some math. So, the influence, noise speed, influence minimum can be like a little bit less, the maximum can be a tiny bit more. And also, display, scale velocity, scale velocity, color curves, alpha, yeah. So they basically do like a little bit of a, I don't know what to call it, like thing, I guess. I'm not sure. Should we reduce the resolution of that curve just by half, so it's, I don't know. And we also turn off interpolation and make it like 10 FPS. Perfect. Wait, why is my stream crashing? Why is my phone unable to keep up? Reload the stream. Oh no, my phone's down. Oh, it's back. Alright, okay. Take this. Interpolate. Maybe like 15 FPS. I need the frame time and half resolution. Like, this is pretty realistic already, but the reason I cut down the amount of things so I can have more snow for A, a little bit of clearer placement of the thing, and B, turbulence. The turbulence like scale can be turned down a little bit. Not too much, but like a little bit, so that the snow feels a lot more sporadic. Again, not a crazy amount. Now if I press the play button, and you guys can see this, right? Nope, you can't. Okay. How do I do this? Alright, so now that you guys can see this, we have the thing, we have the, what is God? Yeah, kind of like mostly functioning God rays. We got the, I think this is the end of the path. We got the campsite. We got the snow falling. Literally looks like everywhere. I might up the like position because it's a little bit low. You can kind of see the roof of it just over there. But if you weren't trying, this would look pretty convincing. Like if you weren't trying to like break it. Alright, so we take the position at like 6 by 6. But I keep it 1, and then we just turn this up to 2. Well, that's 3. 2. But 3 looks better. I do want it to like scale better when it comes to going out that way than it does. So I want it to go like this. You guys can see this, right? I want it to go like this over like just that. So this is the z-axis. I'm gonna make the z-axis 8, just so I have a bit more, and then take this, make it 2 seconds. For a somewhat convincing, very long distance effect. That's pretty good. How's it looking, game? If I turn a direction that I haven't been facing before, it's just nothing for a little bit, and I think that's a big like immersion breaker. So I'm gonna probably switch it back to 8 by 8, and then just move the Z back a little bit, so it's like pretty centered, and then just slightly outward, so like the distant particles will appear. I want to make it 10 by 10. I want to keep extending the range a little bit. Just tweak a little bit forward. That should be good. So that way you get a nice, convincing effect. Plus 128. Good. Thank God for interpolation. Start falling, turn around. It's falling over there, it's falling over there. There's no real area where it's like not falling. But is it forward enough to make you feel like it's properly slowing? If I wait for a little bit. I think the general density is pretty down. Because it's all being spread around you. So I'm gonna do 128 times 4. What if I do times 2? How much FPS does it take off my computer? 20 frames. Is it worth risking 20 extra frames of performance? For a little bit more. It kind of is. It's now snowing everywhere. I'm tempted to make this light just flicker, and I want to code that in. So I take the campfire, then I take the campfire site as a script, map specific, campsite, campfire GD, right, so export variable light. It's OmniLight 3D, and then just drag and drop that. So, in the physics process, I need to generate a point once, transition the light to that brightness, or radius I guess. Generate a point again, keep looping. Okay, so while true, no. Oh, while true, I can do a while. I'm allowed to do a while true. Oh no, the power. This might occupy the entire thread. Yeah, I don't want this. Oh, I don't know. That's fine. So I'm gonna have a variable called has variable has hr equals false. If hr equal false, run gen, what's it called, gen amount. Just wait, I'll get there. Function new gen amount. Variable goal. Goals float. Goal bright. Then goal radius. Goal bright equals random float random range from this to this. Right, so what's the current brightness of this thing? Okay, well, yeah, that's for exaggeration purposes. It was like a little bit under, right? So there, maybe. Maybe. What did it look like? Where is it? Alright, so like we can do like up to 2 max. Maybe. What does 2 look like? The campsite. I feel like 2 is plausible. Unlikely but plausible. Very slight though. So I'm probably gonna do campfire maximum of 2. So from 0.2 to 2.0. Goal radius. The current radius is 2.5. You can go random range from like 1.0 to 2.7. The entire process should be lerping, so light dot radius omni range equals lerp from light dot omni range to goal radius delta time light dot light energy equal lerp light dot light energy bright delta. Then if light energy light dot range equals goal, right? The goal range radius HR equals false. Nope, HR equals false. I feel like I can just do a gen point. Ah, it's fine. But then it'll run if only one of them reaches it. If omni range equals goal radius, recalculate the goal radius, and then if light dot right, wait, what's it? Energy bright goal bright that. Can you guys hear the noise in the background? Let's see. No, you can't. Okay, you're fine. Anyway. Bap. Bap, bap. Now here's the issue. I just need to make it have an initial value. So I'm probably going to make this value equal 2.0, the brightness, 2.0, and this value equals 2.5. I need them to be pretty fast. Which direction am I going? Sun's that way. I'm going this way. Oh my god, hello. That was a collision, by the way. That's pretty good. Bonk. Right, so collision's doing pretty well. How's this going? Neither of the values are changing. goal radius is 2.5. The current omni range isn't quite 2.5. Why is it not? So if the range, yeah, if the range is equal to the radius that's been set here, generate another one, and then keep doing this until it's same again. Keep doing this again. What is the issue? What do you mean by this? Is that in every? It is. I've never been so far. So light energy. What is light energy? I'm gonna do delta times 10. Maybe not times 100, but times 10. So it should always be able to lerp itself. It ain't moving. It literally just ain't moving. Alright. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna toggle comment for that one. I'm just gonna set light.omniRange equal lerp light.omniRange to 0 delta speed. Probably that. That's not what to do. This. Hopefully delta speed is not too fast. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Look at this. So if I take the campsite world and just grab the player character, and then I chuck him. I don't know, why am I just chucking? Wish I knew. By God, I wish I knew. Okay. Down here. So you go. Comes that way. So you go like over this way. Well, that was pretty fast. So, to go from this delta times 10. Okay, maybe delta times 10 is too fast, and it's just, what if I do delta divided by 2? So it's nice and slow. It has time. Okay, so it slowly grew very small. Hello? The minimum radius is this. The minimum energy is 0.2. Okay, so delta, when it's being fiddled with, whoa, pause. When it's being messed with, it's fine. But delta alone? Something like that. This is really like watching an actual campfire, just not do anything. Really exciting gameplay right here. Something just disappeared. That was a floating piece of thing. I'm gonna set the range really high. It's gonna be 3.0. It's gonna be 0.5. Radius, same with this, is gonna be set to that. 3. Times 2. Times 2. Shrank. How about I use a number 1? The number 0.1. No. Delta times 4. Because now I'm just getting really confused. It seems to be really slow. It'll like do nothing for a little bit. And then it'll just snap to like a really small radius. Oh god, okay. It has to be physics for it to have to be walking around for something to happen? Ooh. That's not how physics frames work. What is this then? I literally can't tell if the radius is that brighter? It might be brighter. I think they're gonna make the changes more dramatic. I'm gonna up the speed as well to like 8. Maybe I'm going crazy. Like, I'm staring at this and I'm like, yeah, there's a little change. I'm tweaking. 20 it is. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Print the light energy and print the light dot omni range. So they have not changed. They just do not change. Alright, print light energy. Cool. STR. So it's like string, convert to string. Plus some text saying light energy. Hoping to get to plus str add goal right. So this one str range, hoping to get to str radius. .5. Okay. Because it physically cannot get that like low quality, that low trim. If I... So it basically hit it. Okay, what if I do, instead of this, what if I do... It's more than this -1, and it is less than or equals to goal radius +1. I'm just going to copy and paste the same process here. So basically, goal right, light energy. So now, I wouldn't say 1, I'd say 0.5. 0.2. If it's within 0.2 of its range. I'm sure there's an easy way of doing this, but I don't know what. I don't know what the easy way is, so. I bracket these out. So now, all that matters is the final result. Bool on float. Goal radius is not a bool. It's 2.5. It's not a bool. Minus. Like, don't worry about this. Can I do in range or something? Hold on. Range. Which is an array with a good range int steps of. Okay, I can't really do that because I'll just return an array of every single digit down to like that really thick number. If okay, I can do this. So if it's like that, or light dot omni range is more than or equals to goal radius minus 0.2. It's all very confusing. Energy. Right. Oh, I ignore the range. Just ignore that. And hell yeah. Alright, so now we can turn this down to like 8. Thank God. Okay, so now I can turn this down to probably maybe delta? Maybe like ×2. Nope, still too fast. Also, I need to remove the printing. Oh, hold it. The bright range is not that good. The range of brightness? That's radius. The bright range, from 1 to 5. And I need to divide this by 2. I'm noticing the light energy. This is multiple things. But like, if the light energy was going from like 5 to 0, like I'd notice this. Would I? Probably would. So maybe for light energy, don't do that. It's really like never gonna hit. I don't know if I should go to like negative numbers or should I just like... Like look, it's changing? But it's flickering from like there to there. Seven. So now there should be more values to decrease the brightness. Damn it, why won't you just do the funny dimming thing? Like, I don't want this to be a hefty script, is the thing. If I do like 19. It's just higher. Like, it doesn't get lower. So what I should do is I should probably go 4 or maybe 3. Deviation. Means standard deviation, Gaussian distribution. Element integral. This is fascinating, but also very sad. Let's work. It's fine if it doesn't, but I feel like if it doesn't, I should just remove the feature. Having it go from like maybe the lower values are too low, and therefore, like, when they do get selected, they just immediately cancel out. So if I stay within a certain, like, maybe 0.02, maybe? 0.02 when it comes to brightness, what's the range? Because it is... I'm gonna bring back the printing so I can actually see what's happening. Like, I'm not seeing the light energy drop down below 1, maybe. Because it's fluctuating, but it's not going down below 1. So I think this is the best. I think I'm just gonna hand animate something. I'm just gonna have it be a looping animation. Very sad. Alright, so hand animating this. Okay, so I'm not even sure how to do this. Animation layer. New fire thing. Fire? Yeah, fire thing. Keyframe the range and the energy. It's gonna be like a 2-second animation where it just goes from this, and it needs to be able to loop, so it needs to go back to this. Then here it goes to like, oh wow, it's like super big and kind of bright. Wow. Then it goes immediately back down to like pretty small, pretty dim. Then goes to like here. It's like, wow, no, never mind, it's gonna be like super bright immediately. Not crazy. 3, like this. And it goes back down slowly to this kind of thing. Just kind of like does that repeatedly forever till the end of time. That looks horrifying. Never mind. You know what? Animations, they aren't for me. Procedural generation also didn't work, so I'm not gonna do anything with that. It is what it is, and that's fine. This tent, it's fine. I might add some textures to it, but yeah, I need to work on the rest of the map, so not right now. I want to add a texture to this though. So if I take the floor, not that, this one, save as material, general use, dirt path, dot material. Turn the albedo to like a nothing. Noise texture. That. UV1 unwrapped. seamless, really compressed. So resolution is like 4 times lower. The dots are pixelated, and the actual texture itself is going to be crunchier. There you go. A crunchy texture. So, to make it more like a path, you give it the color brown, so it's like dirt, but saturated and darker. Then we need to give this like a similarly worn down, maybe no, not green, but like a light brown. So it's like not completely. This should work. It looks a lot bigger. So I'm gonna scale this until the pixels are right. That's about right. Okay, I can turn the texture size up. I need a way to blur this, but I think I'll use decals. So I think I'm fine. Maybe adding more fractal detail might help. Not sure. Anyway, that's good for that. Roughness needs to be rougher, so like definitely not what I just did. Needs to be rough, pretty much. So you're not gonna have as much of the sun glow on it. Actually, no. I'm gonna use the noise texture to like. No, that's not even noise. What's this? Save as. Okay, make ink. Make ink. Save as. And I'll take this, take this. Pop. Seamless. Non-lap. Color ramp. That don't look right. Oh yeah. Do it before. Do it before. That's exactly what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, I need. No, there's no left. Yeah. So the super shiny bits need to be on the opposite side. Because dirt ain't shiny, this is. This is gonna be only slightly shiny, so it's not crazy. You can see the patches that are like snow. It's like slightly snowy. Take the null map, noise texture, divide by 4, divide by 4, seamless null map, color ramp. Quick load the path. So now you have a path that you can walk across. That is different from the rest of the map. I do feel like they can like share more colors though, so I'm gonna make the dirt color the same or similar, I guess. As similar as I can get it. I'm stupid, I can just take the hex color. Copy that. Drag onto here. Paste that. So it is different. by a decent amount. Having been more trodden on and stuff. But it isn't horrendously different. So like the snow is going to be, I guess, somewhat more transparent-ish. Lighting wise is going to be very different. So you can tell the difference. You can see the difference. But there won't be a massive difference. I hope. Anyway, that's a goal. Turning the brightness down a little bit on the floor seems to make some sense. Because it's not going to be 100% brightness. And I can also turn the density of the volume up now. The albedo of the volume down. Into the classic blue it was always meant to be. Nope. Just going to turn this down this way. Nope. No difference. This way. Kind of a difference. So it's not crazy, it's like afternoonish. I wish there was a way to get good, proper God rays on here. If I turn the length up, still no God ray. Ambient injection up, still no real God ray. Sky effect down, sky effect up. Ambient inject. Still no God ray. Where is the God ray? Ah. God rays. Like, this looks pretty, but it doesn't look like quite what you would want. I don't know. It has God rays, kind of, but they're not really like no detail, or a lot of detail. And damn, is the ambient inject carrying? Like, Professor 3. That's a pretty good atmosphere for a snowy game. So now there's paths, there's more detail. The trees need detail as well. I'm probably gonna get to work on that. So, tree. Classic old noise texture. Add some noise, it's gradient. UV, unwrap that. Bad boy. Turn the resolution down 2x, because I want this to have a not so repeating texture. Make sure it's set to nearest. Scale it up until... Wow, the pixels are not visible. Now that's impressive. Probably gonna be visible once I crush it down. There you go. You can see like the colors. Okay. So I need this to maybe not have this detail. This little detail. I can have less. But it needs to have like a Perlin ping pong kind of like. Not quite. Not quite. You were saying? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. So I need like a Perlin rigid, sailor. Kind of. Ooh, kind of. So I need like a. If this is gonna be dark brown. Does that kind of look like bark? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. This really doesn't... Ah, but that kind of does. Like, that kind of has the effect. If I go save it as... save it as textures, tree noise, .res, and then maybe the roughness? I'm gonna handle the normal map first. Let's take that. Color ramp, tree noise, normal map, seamless. Like, that's a lot of detail. That is a lot of detail. I might actually turn the resolution down again, just to make sure I can see the pixels, because pixels for a pixel art style kind of game is good. I like seeing pixels. So I don't want my trees to be like over detailed, but this might be over detailed. Tree noise. Color ramp, seamless. 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 Now they'll line up. I can like tweak the roughness settings, I guess. I'm really confused. What's what? Some of this is like super shiny, some of this is really not shiny. How you can tell? I can't tell. Yeah, that's gonna be like there. I need to tune something. I need to make this like a deeper color. I need to take the UV and then just like stretch it upwards a little bit. Or even better, actually. Take this UV and stretch it downwards a little bit. So you actually get like a physically stretched texture. Ooh. So I'll set this to like 80. And all of them. That's also why this is like this. Gotcha. How's it look in the game? Oh, so this tree. No, it's way too shiny. Way too shiny. The roughness is 100, right? 100 roughness. Take that away, then I make this brightness like here, ish, kinda. That looks. Who slammed my door? That looks better. It's really dark. You can hardly see these textures. But if you do see these textures, if you do happen to come across these textures, they look like real wood. Immersion is what I would say. Well, 32. How's this go? 64. 32. Normal map can cover a lot. Let's see what this looks like. 64 and 32. Maybe 32 is a little much. Let's have a look at it. Like 58. 58. 58. This is an interesting, like, texture stretching kind of thing happening. Also, if I can just, like, I think it's okay. But also, like, this needs to be scaled in a little bit. Now they're all matching. The floor is still so much more detailed. So much less pixeled, sorry. Not more detailed, less detailed. But with more details. Ah, that's gonna work for now. You're gonna come across a tree and be like, ah. Right, that right there, that's a tree. And now for these, like, pole things. Actually, yeah, because the pole things share the texture with this. Oh, where are the poles? Pillars. So this needs a texture with a whole lot of noise. A whole lot of noise. It's like 128. Actually, no, I'll give it 64. It shouldn't need that much. UV1. I want to up it there. Where'd I click? There we go. Scaling it up. Sampling to nearest. Crunchy. Oh, hello. Hello, Celeron. In the chat. Is my chat there? It should be there. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, back to this. Get that. And then I have to, like, make, like, a lighter version of this. And a darker version of it. That's not gonna work. Dark. What are you exactly making? Well, the goal at the end of this is to make a... Sorry. Is to make, like, a... kind of like a horror game, kind of. Very small game. For the sake of being able to fit it on streams. Where you can go... Okay. How do I explain this? Story. You're camping. You go... on like a little hike. You find a mine entrance and you get curious. You go inside a little bit. See some... not that spooky, but you decide to go back home. Go back into the mine after you get curious. Do some puzzle stuff. Get spooked. Bam. End of game. Not that big. I just really want to make a somewhat good looking 3D game. And then, like, also test my own game development skills. Because I'm not that good at game development. So yeah. That's the hopefully final goal. Also, the tinting of this make me feel very smart. Yeah. Oh. So it's like a worn pillar. No, worn wood texture. So now I can use it in the roughness. I don't think I need it in the roughness department. Oh, good. Oh, thank you. Normal map. Noise texture. Worn wood. 64 by 64. No, as a normal map. Seamless. Is that seamless? No, it wasn't seamless. I feel like seamless wouldn't make too much of a difference. Either way. So these need to look more dry. So I think not having too much of like a... Yeah, this kind of works. Let's oh wow, these things... This is dark. Like, this is really bright. The floor is pretty well lit. This is dark. So, How about these? These, they look right. They look either like turds or sticks, somewhat. There's some like weird edge stuff happening. Is that the ambient occlusion? Oh, it is. Not that. Sharpness. Not that. Kind of that. Detail? Ah, not that. Power? There's like a little... I'm a 3D artist working in Blender. Yo, same, kind of. I do a lot in Blender. I just like... Not as much anymore since I started making games in Godot. But I have done a lot of... I love Blender. So yeah. Yo. Also smoke. Game smoke. I think, aside from the tent, everything's almost done. So I need the... Oh no, what's happening? Never mind, it's fine. Disabled. Albedo is green. Ish. Toned down. Low roughness, kind of like... almost bumpy-ish kind of thing. Kind of green. So I just need normal. Super low res 64 by 64. What is happening? Why is it clipping? I modeled this. How am I so confused about this? Oh, is it the UVs? Oh, it is. See? Yeah, it was the UVs. Okay. Oh, because it's a normal map. I am stupid. Okay. So, if I do that as a seamless normal map, then I scale it up a little bit. So, make it a little bit bumpy. And nope, so consistent effect. Certain size won't be visible, but that's immersion breaking. Front, no. Disable. Okay, it doesn't happen here, it just happens here. Is this a saved mesh? It is saved mesh. No, it's not. Save as a material in materialist, not general use. Nope. Map specific campsite and material, temp material. Because all the other materials were like somewhat general use, except for this one. I just have to go make another model. My game. So either I get rid of these, then I just deal with the like dual-sided thing, which I think I'm okay with. Like, it's not a big deal. So wait, give me a second. Okay. And here is the new tent model. It looks exactly the same as the old one, but this time it's better. Oh, it's tiny. What the hell? Oh no, it's just low on the floor. No, it is tiny. Nope. Maybe just bigger? How does this work? View grid. So it has to be like here, right? Fair enough. Okay, whatever. This tent material, standard material. Make it double-sided. Make it albedo black, unshaded. So it is just void black inside. Will this game be free to play or what? It'll be free to play. Unless I like pop off and make it like insanely good, it's most likely going to be free to play. Unless I make it really good. Which I don't think I can. I don't think I'm physically capable of doing that. So, yeah. What is... No, that's good. That's fine. Okay. Look at that. Such realism. Such realism. I think it's time to move to the next level. Unless you can see... Hold on. So you can see the... So if I put the player back where they're meant to be, which should be like here, and then maybe also chuck the extra colliders in. Oh, so where will we be realizing it then? Releasing it then? Probably on itch.io and like Game Jolt probably. If it's like, if I feel like it's good enough for Game Jolt, I'll put it on Game Jolt. But almost all the games I stream make go on itch.io just because it's easier for me. That's not what I typed. Walls. Shift A. Shift A. Static body. Static 3D. Collision. Box. Gizmos and grid. Okay. You can see the colliders. Releasing my... No, that's alright. Come on. I feel so stupid when I'm like, how do I do this? Because like I've used this for a decent bit. Like I should understand these like controls and stuff. My brain does not. So that goes there. This goes there-ish. I should actually make it so that you physically cannot go within like that much of it. This one is like, you physically cannot go past this point right there. I go here, take this, rotate it 90. Physically can't go like past this point. Shift D, physically can't go past that point. So now, if I remember to put trees there, you shouldn't be able to go past a certain point. I guess in this corner right here, you might have like a chance of seeing the edge of the map. Can you? Oh, actually, wait, you're like this tall. You can't go past this wall. The walls are right here. Whoa, I might have like saved myself. Yo, You can't see past that. Yo. Yo. Alright. Gonna put some trees on the edges. I love the ability to set the visibility range. And then just setting it really low. Because you can just spam now. It does not drop your performance. Now, I wish Godot had this for, like, grass. Because grass is a pain to process. Like, look at how much trees, like, decently high definition trees I have. It's 500 and something FPS. Never mind, it's 300 and something FPS. Still. That's pretty good. And then I enable the environment to like 100. No, it's 200 something. That's fine. Now if I press play, then I start running back, you can't escape. The ground does like LOD beneath your feet, which is annoying, but you know, that's fine. If you keep traveling like this, can't get over there, can't get over there. Oh, look at the ground moving. I should really disable the LODs. Oh my, the spring under my space key is like breaking. That's alarming. Ugh. Also, I feel like I should have like a little tutorial, either on my channel or somewhere, that explains how itch.io works. Because every time you click download, it'll take you to like a donation page, where you could donate, or you can just... Whoa, what happened? What I was about to say was, or you could like... Wait. You guys couldn't see me play it, no. Or you could just say, no thanks, take me to downloads, and just download it. Most people don't know that. Most people see the price, because that's a bigger text, and think, oh, I'm supposed to pay for it. Which is a normal and reasonable assumption. So I wish there was a way to change that. But yeah, it's well secured, you can't go past the edges. There's some weird LOD stuff happening that you guys couldn't see. And also you fall through the floor. Perfect. It's almost done. Now I need to actually model this map in Blender. R7 main game. Map 2. Reference. Oh, reference. Where did I save them? It was like in my random renders folder. My god, the amount of random shit I had there. Alt-R. S2, S2, S2. Doesn't really matter. The scale isn't that valuable. Kind of. Plane. S10. S2. It could have survived being like... My screen turned off. It could have survived being like 15 meters. Yeah, it's exactly 15 meters. Put this in front. Oh god. From the sounds behind me, apparently a door's open. Spooky. So I'm going to keep it like that so I can just kind of see the layout. This needs to be a pretty gigantic map, so I'm going to turn it to like 100. And keep subdividing down from there. See, that isn't ideal. But sure. Yikes. My poor computer. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can handle it. Yeah, I can. I can handle it. Alright, so now I'm going to mark out where the things need to be. So it needs to go like, like kind of there. That's humongous, actually. Wait. Strength up. Yoink. There. This. So there. Nope. I need to stay the scale. 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 It's alright if I fluctuate a little bit. It's just not okay if I fluctuate too much. There are clearly planned for structures. I just smothered that. That was a straight line. Alright, so this entire area needs to go down a little bit. I think the easy way of doing it is just hopefully not just taking down too much of the yay. That's a little bit too much. I need to add some back. That should be fine. Oh, that's not what to do. Control tab out. Hide that. So now we got this. Where I don't need most of this stuff down here. Most of this stuff can go bye-bye. I don't think that was possible. I didn't think that was a feature in Blender. Right. So that's just a chunk gone, because if you don't need that, it's going to be underwater. That's a lot of vertices that we don't need. We're going to add mountain, like right about here, kind of area. Just covering this area. Big old mountain stuff here. Bit slope, so you can't actually climb it. Bit steep, not slope. Not slope, bit steep. That's I wanted to have multiple paths, but also I'm lazy, so probably not. Probably not going to do that, sir. So now, this big ass place has some big ass mountains around the side. Those are a little bit too big. So now if you're hiking down here, that's fine. Yo. I'm looking at that name. I kind of don't recognize it, but what's up? What's good? Ooh, I need to decimate. Triangulate. 0.5. This is almost concerning. How many verses ago? Oh my god. Holy Jesus Christ, okay. I'm gonna keep going down in the vertex department. Oh my god. Dragging that slider is not a choice. That is not a valid option. It is not even shaded smooth. What I'm making? This. like a 3D snowy forest mining horror kind of game. And yeah, this is the map I'm trying to make right now. Decimate, triangulate. Just gonna keep going down this path. It is. That didn't make a dent. Damn. Decimate, triangulate. 53,000. 53,000 faces. If that isn't a little bit too much, like this is more okay. This is closer to okay. And if I just take all of the edge faces. Nice. I don't know how to respond to that, but nice. Hell yeah. Thanks. What? Okay. Will this game have White Walkers or dragon kind of shit? What are White Walkers? I'm gonna Google that. This is weird. Let me check. White Walkers. White Walkers. Oh, those kinds of things. That could be like an inspiration for a design, but it'll probably have like more low poly, weird kind of like pixely kind of horror. And definitely not dragons. I'm having trouble rigging up fish, bro. I'm not rigging up a dragon yet. Maybe sometime in the future I might do something. But you know, that's the future. Oh, the path is kind of there. I have to like snow path. What in the? Nope. This, there, this, not that, that, this, without that, this, it's a minuscule little path. Like, damn, this path is not pathing. Where's it go? Where is this going? So this is a path. It's part of the path. My phone turned off. I can't see chat. You can do it, bro. Believe in yourself. Nah, that's I sometime in the future, maybe. Like after I've practiced and stuff, maybe. But like, as of right now, hell no, hell no. Like, it's a big old process. For me, at least, the way I do it. So, you know, it's very unlikely. But you know, sometime in the future, maybe. What is this? How old are you? 16 to 18? Yeah, that range. That's a surprisingly spot on guess. Almost concerning. Actually, maybe not that surprising. I see the path. Alright. My phone is stupid. That's not the current stream. No. Can try to guess age by voice. Fair enough. Yeah. And I will admit, this mic is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Like, I don't know how it's doing it, but it's making me sound a little bit younger than I already am. It's like a 50-50 chance to be correct. Yeah, if you guess an age range like that, like, yeah. Like, for me, being the age range, I can, like, kind of tell the difference. Easier, I guess. Alright, so I need to finish this little bit. I see the end in the horizon. Hey, that should be the entire path. Maybe. What would that look like? Well, I can viewport brown. Alright, so that looks about right. I'll switch to a render view and then bring out like the sun from that view. Yeah, looks about right. You're like somewhat connected to Asia, like Southern Asia shit. Damn, that's pretty close. Damn. Brother has two monitors open. One of them's DDoSing me. The other one, the other one's my chat. DDoS? Yeah, DDoS. Give out some patches of grass. But like, it's the middle of snow. Oh, what happened to the plane? It's like a really snowy place in the game, so you might have some patches, maybe, but majority will be like some brown and some green grass. Maybe not green, but I'll probably do the brown grass. Maybe some like frosted over grass. I need this to be higher, so it's like, yeah. You'll spawn in like here. And now that grass has been mentioned, I'm probably gonna make a grass map. What the fuck is a map? Map. So I can like distribute grounds if I wanna. So select random, where's that? Select some random points. Really slim down. It looks like a couple points. Up. Patches. Remove the points. They're like that. Vertices. Go down one. Is that enough patches? I'll give it one more. I'll just go through and hand remove a couple. They're too close to the path. Too close to the path. Too close to the path. try broken trees too. Hell, yeah, I probably plan on doing that. Yeah, I can do that. It's never like patches. Grass. Patches. Ocean. I know. Floor. Lake. What genre is the game gonna be? Like horror, kind of like horror, walking simmy. I guess horror isn't horror is a genre. First person, 3D. A little bit of story. That's it. I think that's it. That's about it. So, I'm gonna switch to this screen. Just gonna export GLTF. Products, Snowy Forest. Campsite map. Nope. New map. What is this called? Walk to mine map. Map. Give out some puddles of snow. Or snow water type. Mud. I think I kind of already have. Kind of. Like these already have like patches of snow. And like dirt and stuff kind of texture. I can do decals for like extra stuff. Like sticks on the floor, maybe. I don't know if decals are good for that. But I'll work on that after I work on finishing the like main part of the game. I'm sick, aren't I? I'm just gonna add this. So walk to mine map. And then turn the scale to like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 looks about right. Yeah, 7's right. Yeah. That was about right, yeah. It's not quite the same, but it's close enough. Make local. What is this? Floor? Floor. Ross matches. Hide those for now. I'm gonna give the floor the same texture. For example, the snow mission in Battlefield, they gave out some mud shit with some great sound effects. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that much, but I'll see. Because again, the goal for this specific like point in time when making the game. I know there's a plugin that lets you create terrain in engine. It's called H-Terrain. Oh yeah, I've seen that. The only reason I'm not using it is just because I'm a little bit more used to Blender. So I'm not like, you know, too eager to jump over. Could help with making the level. Maybe. Isn't it asset library? I don't think it's an asset library. H-Terrain. Or just terrain. We'll see how my Wi-Fi goes with this. We have the M-Terrain plugin, the Better Terrain 4.2, Better Terrain, Terrain 3D, Height Map Terrain, Terrain Layer Shader, Terrain Shader, Curve Terrain, Terrain Crafter for Godot 4. Godot 4D Terrain. I'm gonna have a look at all of these, one by one. This could be interesting. Also, the reason my Wi-Fi is so slow is because Australia and I'm streaming. My computer started revving up. What was that? Damn. That opened a YouTube video. I don't want to watch a YouTube video. No, I'm not watching YouTube videos. At least, like, immediately right now. I'm not watching YouTube videos. I might watch one in the future. But not watch one YouTube video, but like watch that specific demo thing in the future. Get global transform condition is inside tree. Return true. Returning transform 3D. It's in the source code. What am I meant to do about that? Boy, oh boy, is that helpful. Alright, so now I have to start decorating this place. Also, I need to make like a icy, frosted kind of floor texture for the lake. Which I'll be able to do easier in Blender, but if I can't use Blender, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Material Maker. I'm just going to switch the window to that for a second. Material Maker. Hello, look at this. So I'm going to make like the what's it called? Frozen lake. For this, model select plane, because it's going to be a plane. Alright, so first things first, I need an FBM noise for that to be the blend between the what's it called? The water and the ice. So it's going to be like a not hard blend, but like mostly hard blend between the two. Huh, okay. Interesting. Okay. That's not quite what I expected to see. Okay, anyway. So for the water, I need a noise texture for the height. Cloud noise. Layer 1 will be water. Normal. I guess you need to convert it, right? So like, is there a normal? Normal filter? There you go. Nope, okay. Bap. So now you have that kind of like thing. 15. Look at that. Doesn't that already feel like super realistic water? Wow. Alright, so you have the water, which is that, mixed with, if I do colorize, this here. So now I can like do a hard edge on this and say put this on top of this. So you're gonna have like so you're gonna have the water and then mix that, which is another FBM noise. FBM noise? What other types of noise are there? Noise. Oh, the value noise, color, warp noise. What does that look like? Does that look kind of icy? Kind of, but not really. Warp 2. What does that look like? I wish I had like a little ability to see things. Nope. It's not quite the type of noise I want. A Voronoi noise wouldn't work. wavelet. Will that work for the water? It could. I'm gonna plug that in as the water. Look at that. I think it's easier to use a cube because then it's less disorienting. Disorienting. Yep. If I do add 2, turn the scale up. Turn that scale up. So they are waveletting. Iterations multiple. So they'll really waves. Very waves. Oh, but I needed to like have waves and also be iced. How do I even do that? Alright, so like I could easily do the offset thing. But like this isn't gonna play over time. Do I have a time variable? How do you do animation? I know you can do animation on this. Reveal your secrets to me. Variations. Buffer. Buffer? Comment, export, debug. Iterate buffer. Try x equals 8 and y equals 8. Scale x and y for the wavelet. X equals 8, y equals 10. That does look better. But is that the was that the what you meant? How did I do that like weird reflection texture? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that does work. I still hardly know how to do moving waves in Godot, so I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm just gonna use this as like a mask. So bits of this is gonna be the ice. Bits of this is gonna be like the persistence need to go up. I can actually turn the resolution up a little bit because the persistence keeps going up. Iterations to 6.507. 5. Oh, is the iterations the amount of detail? Okay, that helps. That helps a lot, thanks. That was not sarcastic, by the way. I don't know if I sounded sarcastic, but just in case, I'm not sarcastic. That's pretty good. Now I need to just have the 2 different colors. So wavelet noise for normal is like that. If I colorize them, so colorize this, colorize that. Doot. So this is gonna be. I need to color. I need to color in general. Uniform color for that. Gotcha, bro. Thanks. Thanks, man. Noise. More FBM noise. With a colorize on it. Then that there. Then this into albedo. So this is gonna be light blue because I want it to look kind of cartoony type. And this is gonna be like a deep blue, like a kind of bluish kind of white. And the reason it's not working is because I guess the color doesn't. It kind of does blend, But it should be like a dodge, no. Normal. Maybe. Is that what's plugged in? Yep. Into the emission. I can't see anything. Still can't see anything. Brush this up. Okay. So, the ice is like solidly more blue. No. No? Yes? No? Wait. No. Yes, actually. The ice is more blue. I don't know how that happened. The wavelet's always been the one at the bottom. Let's swap these. Oh no, because maybe if I change the colors. This is meant to be drastically more blue. More deep blue as well. More deep blue. It's going to be more light. Like kind of icy white. Mix really good. I don't think there's a... Is there a mixed color? No, there's just a... Oh, wait. Mixed workflow. Huh. Try color for the inner water to mid dark cyan and the outer layer of water to blue, light blue or light green. Inner water to mid dark green. Okay, let's have a look at this. So water, that's the ice. That's the water. Do another layer of noise. Nope. Use this as this pass. Water, and then transition from. See if I can get this color. So I'm gonna make this white. I'm gonna make this. Alright, so this is gonna be the darker color. What's it? Dark cyan? A dark cyan. Then is that 2 in 1? It is dark cyan. Then like a light blue. Right. Then plug this back in. Kind of works. I probably need this back again. I wish you could see an unshaded version. Wait. I spoke too soon. We have an unshaded version. Look at that. So yeah. How do you move around? There. So if I mix these a little bit better, so they're more curved, like that. Let me spread them out just a little bit. Because then they immediately take over everything. Right? No. That might work better. That kind of works. Mixing. Mix. Height, albedo, or emission normal. Combines the output of several map bases to the highest material. Oh, this. So, albedo, the first one's going to be this. Hello? Hello? Give me the output, please. Give me the output of that, thank you. Albedo, the first one. You can have more than one output. Look at that. See? Learn. Try holding minimum? Yep. I can do that, don't worry. Yo, finally. I feel so stupid. This is so weirdly difficult, but also not. Wavelet. It's gonna be convert it to normal map before exporting to this one. Then I can plug that in there. This into the first normal. Then this into that. This is the. That's the water. That's the ice. So if that's correct. Oh, trippy. Oh, trippy. Very trippy. There isn't gonna be much. This feels a little excessive. I have a better idea. Pause. Hold on to this. Don't hold on to this. Throw away this tool. I have a good idea. If I take the roughness value all the way down until it's like really dark. Albedo, a little bit there, a little bit. Alright, good enough. Shading, transparency, disable for now. Null map, noise. Noise, null map, sampling, nearest UV1. Take that down to like 128. Scale it up a little bit. If bro got cheat codes for Blender? Nah, that's crazy. What are they trying to do? I'm thinking. Alright, so transparency. Yes, transparency. Then transparency, yes. Transparency, this. Do I transparency? No. Yes, no. How do I get the realistic? Oh, it's refraction. No. Yes. Then you add another plane underneath this with a different texture. Actually, no, better idea. Actually, well, yes, but no. So can I swim in it? Probably not. Cause yeah, I don't feel like adding walls that far. I'm lazy. I'll see. I don't think so though. Keep your hopes very low. And that's how you become impressed. I'm gonna add a fog though. So a fog volume with like a right over here. Ooh, look at that reflection. Something happened. The environment's turned off. Oh, I don't even need the fog. Wait. If you go back to the beach. Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. If I go like very transparent, like very dark water, then you turn the roughness up, down, up. So it's like, oh wow, that's some good water. And if I'm correct, you can like, not that, not that, not that. You could go like this. I think there was another way to do it though. Domain warp. What is this? What does it do? Another false noise is used to warp the space, resulting in distortion of the noise. Amplitude? Frequency? Dependent, progressive, fractal, craziness, gain. Like, if this could move, that'd be really cool. If you could like use. Nope. I think having just a shader on top of this that could like displace the points would be pretty cool. I'm not smart enough to do that. I can give it a try. Next pass. Shader material. New shader. Water test. dot d dot d specific material in the what do you call this? Walk to mine. Create. So it's like this with another pass underneath it. That's interesting. Okay. Now how do I... What will its name be? Good question. I didn't even make a title screen or anything like that. I'm gonna do that real quick, and while I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna think of a name. I'm gonna try to think of a name. You can throw suggestions. Main menu margin container color, not collider. VBox, yeah, VBox button. Oh. Options. Quit. Some details for the name will be helpful, like hero name or villain name. Yeah, so basically, the story of the game: snowy forest. There's a mine. You're freeing something accidentally. Horror, but like the Scream horror or Annabella horror. Scream movie horror or Annabella horror. I've heard of Scream, I think. Never heard of Annabella horror. But considering my last game's name was Subaqueous, I like sort of original, goofy little names that make sense when you read it and you see it on the title screen, but sound really weird to say out of context. So, if I have time, I'm probably going to spend some time googling Latin or like some other country's language and how to say certain things in that language. For now, the game will officially be called Game Title. I'm really organized. Question mark? Save theme as UI theme general theme atonement of hero's name. Atonement of hero's name. Give me a second. Atonement definition. Or, you know, whatever I just typed. Action of making amends for it. Yep. Sounds like I knew what it meant. Action of making amends for a wrong or injury in religious context. Reparation or expiation for a sin. The reconciliation of God and humankind through Jesus Christ according to Christian theology. That sounds way better than Mythology. Or Glorious Tales of Supandi like. That sounds. All these names sound very dramatic, very epic, or, you know, very, high end names. I like going for more quirky little names. What about Tenebrious? It's Latin for darkness or shadow. Tenebrious. Tenebrous. I like that name, actually. Hold on, I'm gonna look. Tenebrous. Ignoring the bar. Meaning of Tenebrous? Darkness, darkness match shelf. That sounds okay. I'm gonna search for Tenebrous game. Tenebrous Terra Incognita. Incognita. It's a Windows role-playing indie game, adventure strategy. It's in early access right now. Ah, god damn it. But that style of name I do like. So hold on, I'm gonna look up like what's Latin for like snowy forest? To English. English or Latin? Snowy forest. Nivalis Silva. I like that. Nivalis Silva. Game. It's a city. Oh. Nivalis on Steam. Career, business, managed restaurants, and nightclub. It doesn't have Silva. Cyberpunk Life Sim, Nivalis, is now set to come out in spring. What do you mean? This is a good way of discovering games, though. It looks beautiful, but what do you mean? Gah. The pain. Arg. For now, the temporary name will be Nivalis Silva, because Nivalis Silva itself is not taken. And Nivalis is a word. So, you know. And it's not a series, so I can say Nivalis Silva. I think. I'll have to look into that later. The unofficial placeholder name will be which sounds so cool for what it looks like. But yeah, label. Default font file, system font. We go for band script because, oh yeah, 4x quality. Yep. Then maybe some shit changes like shadow color can be dark and visible, and so outline color. Then outline size can be up by like a couple, and shadow offset. Ta-da! Alright, so that's good. Now we take the button. Then normal, flat. So what's a good color scheme? It's like, because white and brown is like the entire color scheme. Like yellow, white, and brown does not sound like a good color scheme. um, we'll make it like morningy for like the UI. So it'll be like very yellow and white. That kind of works. Let's do 5, 5, 5. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't look too bad. What if I make this? I like that color over this. But instead of making this, I'm gonna make this like brown. Not the best color palette. Really not the best color palette. You know, it's fine. This, actually I don't like that. I really don't like that. Green. I want to include some green. I'll make this button greener. We do have water. I can make it a little bit bluish on the edges. And like more light. No, dark. Make it wood colored. And hopefully not shit color. That is shit color. Hopefully that's not your shade color. Hopefully. Okay, let's see. You know what? It's actually all gonna be green. I don't know why, but it is. What a coincidence! Wow, it's suddenly gonna be green. Make the edges a bit sharper, and probably like a bit of a higher rate for that. A little bit of a shadow. Yeah, really don't need that shadow, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Ooh. Make it more transparent. I think it's fine. I think it doesn't need a shadow. So that's a very weird theme. Don't override all. No. Why would you do that? Unoverride all. That normal is going to be saved as okay. It's going to be made unique and then saved as UI default button theme style box. I don't like how the window disappears every couple seconds. But yeah, if you take this, take the shadow color, it can now be a little bit of a greener color. So can the outline. It's a little bluish greenish color. Wow. Such artism. That sounded way too close to getting me cancelled. Artistic stuff. Also, the text is horrible. I need to fix that. So, button. It's gonna have. That's not what I meant to do, I think. System font, band script, 4x the quality. Now it looks very out of place. If I never mind. Okay. Focus will be empty startbox. Hover will be the same startbox with a lighter color. Quick load. Make unique. But with like a much lighter middle color. So you can see when you hover on it. And then to contrast that, we make this part darker. So like it hones in to where your mouse is. You guys can see this, right? Yeah. Then the normal, pressed. The pressed one, for example, can be the same one, but the shadow is less. There is less space for the shadow because it's being pressed. There's deeper colors here. Deeper, maybe a little bit tone deeper. And brighter colors on the edge. Those feel very intractable. Look at this. Can you guys see this? No, you can't. Okay. Screen share. Look at that. It's like a gooey kind of button. Alright, so to make this effect last better, what if I set up this scene, specifically this scene, in the background? So hold on, save, right? Show process. It's saved. Ooh, I can add depth of field and stuff. Wait, this game could look kind of pretty. Sure. I'm gonna use the default depth of field for now. Alright, so make sure this is all saved. Save as. It's already saved. Cancel. Cancel. Save branch as scene. Prefabs. Campsite. Save. Main menu. Campsite. Just the whole thing is right here. Right there. Bye. Alright, see ya. World environment. Get that loaded up. Then get a directional light 3D. Directional light 3D. Question why it's so damn bright. Move it up. Like that. Tune the light into like a bit of a yellow. And turn the brightness down by like a metric fuck ton. So it looks pretty again. Oh yeah. Camera. Nope. Camera. Where's that? There. Doesn't depth of field make everything look so much prettier for no reason at all? Like, this is not a pretty scene. This is. I mean, it kind of is. But it's not that pretty. Also, it's missing the particle effects. What about those glorious particles? The GPU particles 3D. Then I go to this one, and I take the particle processing material. Snow particle process material. Draw pass. Just the entire thing. Make unique. Save as. Snowflake. It's not a snowflake, but it could be. And so, yeah. UV particle processing material. and the particle itself, snowflake. Then I just take it over to here. 128, or like 512 or something. Some high number. Snowflakes. Take that. Look at that. The snowflakes are falling at a rate. The GPU particles are processing. And then I'm going to make unique, just so I can make the spawn like area a little bit smaller. Because from what I can see, it's a little bit too wide and a little bit too not forward. So position, it's like 7 maybe? Just so you can have more of it in front of you than behind you. Look at that. Look at that. So, not quite realistic, but close enough. So what if you had shadows to this? You would play that game. Don't lie. You might. There's a chance. Don't normalize. Additive. Normalize. Hell yeah. See you soon? Alright, yeah, see you soon. Wait, so what do you mean by see you soon? No, I'm joking. Where am I going? So now if you play the game, it's like snowy. Find this, you go, wow. Would you look at that? There's like a fireplace with fire and a place. Wow. This is groundbreaking. This is earth-shattering. But it does look pretty. So yeah, that's the main menu. If you guys, can you guys actually see the main menu? Yeah, you can. Okay, good. I might move all the settings over to this left side. Just because there's nothing on the left. There's so much more on the right. Having a tiny margin for the left would be a better idea. Anchoring it there, moving it like there. Look at that game. So weirdly, I need to change the transition distance. I just noticed. If you take the world environment depth of field effect, the near transition distance is a little bit too, wait, whoa, that's a little bit too extreme. But if you like, you need to tune it up a little bit. Same with the far transition distance, it needs to be like 7. But aside, and the far distance should be like, 15, maybe 12, 13. 13. Just so it doesn't disrupt anything. Now look at the game. I like it. It's nothing crazy, but I like it. And I think I can steal my old load game system to load my game. I know. Surprising. But yeah, if I have a main menu script, that'll open main menu. I don't need anything on process or whatever. I can get on quit set up. So get tree dot quit pressed connect on play pressed. Give me a second. Alright. And let's set up again. Alright. On play pressed. For now, we're gonna change scene to file. Okay, no. First we're gonna load the campsite world. Emit a signal when it's done. Returns a resource from the file system located at the absolute path. This is already referenced elsewhere, such as script receive. Resource is loaded from disk on function call, which may cause slight delay, especially when loading large scenes. To avoid unnecessary delays when loading something multiple times, either store the resource in a variable or use preload. This method is equivalent to preload. That's not. That's not capture script. Right, so path. No, wait. Preload. Preload campsite world. So preload. The function requires path to be constant string. If you want to load dynamic parameter path, use load. A constant, so it needs to be, you can't change. Resource paths can be obtained by right-clicking on a resource and that's a copy path. Preload is a keyword, not a function, so you cannot access it as a callable. So I can't do this. Preload this, and then change on. I just get tree dot change scene to file campsite world. Will that work? Will that just like crash my computer? Guess I'll find out. Well, okay, that's a little anticlimactic. Anticlimactic. So this is up. Play pressed. Something happened and it instantly loaded. So guess that's a good thing. Did the can't tell if that just bleeped in or not. There's not many places where you get to see like the nearby depth of field effect happen. You get to see it here. You get to see it there maybe. You can't climb these because I'm stubborn like that. But then you keep going like this. I forgot to turn off the LEDs, and you fall through this. Meshes, pillars. The floor needs a different shape. No, it doesn't. It needs. Ignore occlusion. No, no. Make that bias really high. So no matter how far away you are from it, it never releases detail. Because the floor is not what you want moving. This itself is a really cool and very based thing right here. So the lake, I don't know, floor will have collision. Create collision shape. So tri-mesh, there you go. Has tri-mesh collision. The lake itself, probably not. The lake, if I disable environment, I don't even know what the lake can have. I wish you could also disable the like blurring effects, but you know, you can't. Anyway, so I need like a box collider down there, so save area 3D with a collision shape that's like a box. Take that, move it over here. At least 50 by 80 or 120. 120. At least 20. Nope. 10. I'm not too sure. I guess you can put this like right about here. Not really. Again, I'm not really too sure how that. Looks about right. Okay. So, player is of a player class, right? Yep. So I'm walking to mine. Then suddenly, body entered, and if body dot is in group player, can I reload? Nope. Get tree, change scene to file, and then just the exact same scene. So walking to mindmap.glb walking to mine SCN. So if you fall through the water, you're just getting teleported, I think. So what is that? This pixel art style is really performance like light, so it doesn't like run too much on your computer, but it still has a nice little effect. Teleport. Technically, you could stop yourself from teleporting. No, technically, I could stop you from teleporting. This should not be a climbable hill. I'm gonna have to like make my own little custom meshes for this stuff. Bro, you touch that water, you're out. You're back. And that sun feels a little bit too bright. I think I'm gonna dim it down. Probably, maybe. Oh no, that's an issue. Wait. I didn't think of that. What is, wait, if I move the lake over to this area, does it touch? No. So this area collision is a little bit higher than it should be. Right, so that's how high up it is. Move it down a little bit. If I enable... What? Right, I guess I can't see it. Margin. I reduce this a little bit. So it's up, so it's guaranteed to be under the water, at least. Guaranteed to be under the water. Okay. There you go. Now you should be able to walk at least along the correct path. Working menus are always so good. I wanted to full screen this, but I guess I can't. A pause menu should be in place in a little bit, at some point. I should be able to climb into the crevice, walk through all the lowest parts, without any trouble. Jumping around. This somewhat doesn't feel too much like what it should be. Feels kind of almost. Oh my god. Ugh, what is that? What is that texture? Mine entrance? Ugh. Ugh. Is that a custom UV? It looks like a custom UV. It's not a custom UV. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. I'll fix that in the future. I have to make a pause menu. This pause menu needs to be I don't even know. So, margin container, VBox, button. Same as my main menu. It's also gonna have the same theme as my main menu. Alright, so except this is gonna be in the middle. Resume options, which I'm just not gonna connect yet, and quit. Quit to menu may be useful, but you know, I need to see how the game goes. Because if it's like I thought it was a quilt. I was worried. Yeah. Pause menu of GD. Create. 2D. Need label. And to label some things. That's a really good quote. Anyway. Paused. Font size up a little bit. You have been paused. So. And I think the best way of representing that, in my little humble opinion, is a texture rect in the very background that's set to the full resolution of the screen. And the texture is a noise texture that's set to 1280 by 4, 720 divided by 4. So it's going to have like that kind of resolution. Seamless. New gradient, fast, nice light. But it's going to be the cellular. Yeah, right? Yeah, the cellular and the rigid. Right? Yeah. And it's just going to be a really, really thin version of that. Like super thin. Then I'm going to take the texture nearest. Then you tweak it down even further. You divide by 2. Divide that by 2. And you go back and you like tweak it again. Make it more crunchy. But not too crunchy, of course. Then you take this, take the black value, and you make it transparent. Then slightly lighter. Not too light, but lighter. Then you take the very light value and you make it also transparent. See, it kind of looks like it's been frozen. Right? Doesn't it look like a little bit of ice? Like ice-ish effect? Very slight tinge of blue in it. Looks like we've just frozen over. And technically you have, because you're paused. I stopped. Anyway. Okay. Resume pressed. Self.hide. Engine.timescale equals 1. Input dot set mouse mode visible captured. Let's go one self.hide. Quit, it's pretty easy. Just pressed. Then you go up. Get tree dot quit. So self is hidden. Timescales 1. And the mouse mode is captured. I think that's correct. I think it's all good. Attach that to the player. Pause menu. So now, if, let's just say, if input dot is action just pressed, esc. If you pause, if main has not been made yet, main does not exist. Right, time to make main. Main is my favorite. Create new script main.gd. Autoload globals. Script general main.gd. Add main. Time to actually open main. Add a variable is paused equal false usually. Variable player sensitivity. Sensitivity 1. This is just a multiplier for the player sensitivity that you can change in the little scroll bar thing. So now in the pause menu, if you resume main dot is paused equals false. But in the player, if main dot is paused equals false, engine dot timescale equals 0. What else am I thinking of? Timescale 0. Show the pause menu. Export variable PM control pause menu. Okay. So PM dot show and input dot set mouse mode will be visible. Then else engine timescale 1 PM dot hide and then input set mouse mode captured. Alright. Now time to play the game. That didn't work. Okay, so pause menu. Self.hide. That is self. Why didn't that work? I'm very confused. Hold on. Player. Pause menu. Put the pause menu in there, right? Yep. So now... Oh, and then main dot is paused. The opposite of main dot is paused. By default is hidden. So now it should work. Now if I press play, pause menu, ignore the sensitivity for now. If I do that, I can move around. If I jump up, pause. Okay, that works. The resume button doesn't work. I don't know why. Timescale 1, must move captured, false. Hide? If that doesn't work, reference to self dot hide. Or I could make like a signal that hides it. I'm not really sure. No? I was thinking because it's like, oh, maybe something's covering the button, but the button's interactable. So no, right? Very confused about that. Oh, resume toggled? No, that's not what I want. I want my resume. Disconnect all. Right, sure. Finger pressed. Connect. Take all of that. Plug it in. Yeah. Hopefully that's a thing. Yo, it works. It like properly fully works, which is a really good thing. Now I need to fix the sensitivity, which I do using held sensitivity. So held sensitivity is going to hold the sensitivity. The player sensitivity just gonna hold the player sensitivity. But when I pause it, then main held sensitivity will be set to the player sensitivity. When you unpause, the player sensitivity will be equal to the main.held sensitivity. .held sensitivity, okay. And the main.player sensitivity will be set to 0. Nope. Set to 0. Fair enough, okay. And then in the pause menu itself, when you press resume, main.player sensitivity will equal main.held sensitivity. And that is how my weird wraparound way of doing pause menus. I used to have a good method before. I can't remember it. So yeah, now this should also work. The exact same as any other method. Look up, up. It's frozen. Bap. You walk down, you take a stroll down whatever this lane is. Memory lane, I guess. Kind of memory lane. Look at this way, like, wow. You can freeze. You can see like the... I want to have like a transition in phase. Like a whoop. Rather than just a blap. But yeah. That's fine. Also the Depth of fleur. Yeah, the depth of fleur is a little intense. Oh my god. Yep. And this sun is way brighter than the other sun. What are the values of the sun? 25511. What's this one? 19511. So now it should be the exact same. Now I need to like distribute the trees. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This is a very quiet stream. I don't know why. Sorry about that. I was really focusing. I pull this in a little bit. I still have a couple slightly. Oh, and I've lost it. Where'd it go? Slightly rotated. That seems to be your best bet of getting through this. Because that sure is not your best bet. One of those trees is in the water. There you go. That is weirdly enough okay, but this isn't. Very dense woods. Oh, there's nothing here. Very dense woods. Nothing there though. That's my like biggest worry when it comes to making this game. There's not going to be enough vegetation, which there's a chance that it probably won't be, but you know. Alright, time for playtesting. Hopefully you can see it, yep. Right, so. Press play. Walk forward. The story, not even in place. Wow, look at that fire. Keep going. Don't worry about how the sun got in front of you. That's a story for another time. I'm probably gonna put a wall there so you can't like just cross this area. But say we don't cross this area. There's like this place of shadow. It's a weirdly pretty game, I guess, kinda. But also like airy enough that like the second time around when you come around, and it'll be like nighttime and spooky. It should have an impact. Ah, yes. Average tree placement. I'll fix that later. Is that tree also like that? No, it isn't. Okay. It's pretty fire. I wish it would move. That'd be even more fire if it moved. Actually, I think the way they make like the water movement is by like taking two noise textures and like moving them next to each other. So if I figure out how to do that, I can probably make that like effect. Wow, and then suddenly this weird place. I think that's good enough progress for today. I'm not really sure. How long ago have I been streaming for? That's not how sense makes. And to check. I've been streaming for 3-ish hours, which I feel like is a good quota. And I've gotten 2 maps done. I plan on finishing the next map tomorrow. Then going through like the tunnel bit. Then working on the puzzles as well tomorrow. After that, I have to model and do like the last animation bits. Put together the story properly. Make the options menu. Like maybe add some extra details and decor and stuff. And like polish generally. Then I'll be done. So yeah, I feel like this is a good place to like send off, I guess. Also, since I have like a free method of getting thumbnails now. So this is my thumbnail method. Just gonna take a screenshot of this. Perfect ratio. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I think I'm done for today. Alright, so if you like the stream, like the stream. If you dislike the stream, dislike the stream. And if you have ideas for the game, if you have stuff you want to say, do, I don't know, comment or like, you know, something, communication, whatever. Either way, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed watching me do something. And yeah, shrug. You know. All right, see ya.